Hi everyone, this is Diana Palm from DianaPalm.com. Today we're going to discuss after-death communications and symbols. Symbolic after-death communication is one of the very most common ways for your loved one in the spirit world to send you signs and messages that they're around you and that they're okay. Receiving a sign from your loved one in spirit could be anything in the physical environment that the survivor interprets as a sign from their loved one. This could be very unique and individual to you and often relays something that was personal to the person that has passed. If your loved one had a particular interest, this is going to be the most valuable thing to look for in terms of signs and symbols from them in the spirit world. Oftentimes these symbols can be butterflies, rainbows, hot air balloons. It could be a particular breed of dog or a specific vehicle or color of vehicle. It could also be a number sequence with the same birth date, death date, or other significant date in the form of number symbology. So if their birth date was October 24th, it may be that you see 1024 everywhere over and over. I've often had coins pop up. Coins are a very, very common form of symbolic after-death communication, especially when the coin is significant. This could be a coin that you find that is from Canada, if your loved one is from Canada. It could potentially have the date on the coin of the year that this person was born. It could also have another symbolic meaning if you look at the coin and examine it. It could be the state that that person is from. If you receive a quarter from Nebraska and your loved one that just passed was from Nebraska, that could be a way for them to remind you and connect you to Nebraska as a way to get you thinking about them and let you know that they're around you. Oftentimes you'll hear repetitive songs on the radio. You will hear your loved one's name being called. You may hear many different people on TV suddenly have that name, or you might be in the shopping mall and hear someone called to their child with that name. So basically anything that you are interpreting as a symbol from your loved one in spirit most likely is a real symbolic after-death communication. Even though the loss of your loved one creates grief, sadness, and sorrow, finding and receiving symbols from the spirit world can be very beneficial. It can help you know that they're okay, which is undeniably the most important thing that we want to know. It can help us connect with them and realize that yes, they're still around us and they're still able to communicate or at least make contact. Why does your loved one send you symbols rather than just appearing for you to let you know directly that they're okay? Well, most of that is based on either your ability to tap in and see the frequency that spirits exist in, or maybe seeing your loved one in spirit would scare you, startle you, or maybe in some cases terrify you. Many people are not prepared to see an actual apparition of their loved one in the spirit world, even though they're there and they can present themselves in a physical form so that you recognize them. Most people are really just not open and receptive enough to see them this way. And so the symbols are really good cues because it's easier for them to put things in your path, trigger your memories, and help you remember them in a way that's actually more peaceful for you. And also, it's nice to know that they're still connected to you. They know what's going on in your life, even after they have left the physical realm. They're still with you. They still see what you're going through, and they're trying to help you move on and let you know that you're supported in the spirit world. These are very important reasons why your loved one in spirit wants to reach out. Most often, it's not because they need you to finish anything for them that they didn't complete in life. It's just simply to say, hey, I'm here and I'm still with you and I still love you. And they're very, very open to you connecting with them and staying in contact. Even when your loved ones are in spirit, they're able to help you out and show up for you to be that kind of love and support that you sometimes need. They can also help in physical ways if you actually need help or assistance from them. There's nothing wrong with asking them to help you out with a particular situation. It can be something small like guiding you to the best route somewhere that doesn't have traffic, to something large like helping you find a mate to love. Because your loved ones in spirit have different abilities than they did when they were in a physical body. And when they're sending you a lot of symbols and they're around you a lot, it is usually because they see that you're going through something and may need some extra assistance and help. You may also experience periods of time where you're not receiving as many symbols from your loved one in spirit, and that's okay. It does not mean that they went away or that they will not come back. It just simply means that they've stepped back to allow you to progress on your own, to use your resources and other abilities, and maybe living people around you to help move forward, create a new project. Maybe they've stepped back so that you can begin a new relationship and fall in love. Our loved ones in spirit never want to stand in our way. They never want to hold us back. In fact, they're free, and their spirit is so free from the burdens that they experienced in life that they want you to also be able to be free to find your healing and sometimes a new life path and life purpose. And that often involves a new person to love. If you suddenly start to see dragonflies, but they're not significant for you or your loved one that passed, it most likely is just a dragonfly and not a symbolic after-death communication. However, if dragonfly was significant to your loved one who passed and you happen to know this and you start to see dragonflies, that's a really easy way for your loved one in spirit to communicate with you that they're there, they're with you, they hear you, they see you, they're supporting you, and that they know you're thinking of them. And it's a really easy way for them to just reach out and say, I love you, I'm still here. I often encourage my clients to keep a running list of some of the odd symbols that happen to them after they've lost a loved one. And every time they experience a synchronistic event surrounding the loved one that passed through symbols that they're receiving in their daily life, it's another way that they can reaffirm that they're connected. And keeping a little journal of those symbolic events can be really reassuring and really uplifting. I think you'll be very surprised at how many you're actually receiving. If you like this information, make sure to like it and subscribe so that you don't miss a video I post every single Thursday. If you'd like to know more about after-death communications, make sure to watch the entire playlist. I talk about dream visits and other forms of after-death communication that you can experience with your own loved one. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great day.